Welcome back for another guide, an Infinite Magicraid. In this video, I am going to break down why I feel that Arena is so important, especially for free-to-play players, and something that you cannot pass up on. Now, when you go to Arena, you'll get these Arena tickets refreshing over time, and you want to make sure that you're using them as much as possible, as efficiently as possible. You can also purchase more tickets, and if you are a spender in some situations, this might make sense, or if it's an Arena event and you're really close to the next cutoff rewards, then it might make sense as well. But for the most part, I don't regularly spend on that. Now, the reason that it's so important is you can see if we go into a fight here, and hopefully I can win this one easily, you get rewards for finishing Arena fights. And these rewards seem quite small initially, but when you look at it over the course of several days, weeks, or months, it adds up. Now you see you get these little tomes, talent tomes, as well as you get forging hammers, which are important for another reason. But when you look at these talent tomes, you're seeing you're only getting like 3 to 5, but that's per each fight. When you spend, a day or a few days doing this and not paying attention, it starts to accumulate. And the reason that this is so important is because when you go to the talents tree here, you get the class talents from the Arena. And these enhancements or upgrades are pretty important over time, I would say, especially for a free-to-play or low-spending player, is when you look at, for example, even just at this level 17, an extra 50 to 54 speed on all your defensive heroes is seemingly small, but that might make the difference, especially with your percent modifications on speed that are happening other places. Might make the difference for winning or losing a fight. And in this game, there is a few different mechanics for what you can call power creep, just slowly getting your hero stronger over time. When you first start, you don't have class talents or mark talents or much in the sanctuary here, but over time, all these things accumulate slowly and get bigger and bigger and bigger. And so one hero, for example, Mackin at the start of the game, is going to be, fairly helpful and strong, but if you were to do that same content after you'd spent a month accumulating these class talents and other power creep mechanics, you would be way stronger with that same hero, Mackin, with the same gear and everything. So over time, you build strength with these different power creep mechanics. And for another example, looking at support, you can get effect hit. And if you're only getting a few percent effect hit, maybe it doesn't seem like a big deal, but over time, as you're getting it higher and higher, it starts to build up. Where is this one on health as well? Looking at health, percent HP, this one seems pretty big as well. And it's each, like one that we're going up is another 0.5%. And if you're looking at the health on your heroes, as time goes on, the HP goes up so much more, and you're adding this 5% or 5.5% on these huge values. And so it just starts to scale and scale and scale over time. And you can imagine if you haven't started doing Arena at all over a month or two period, and then you're looking at the difference that you would have, it can make a big difference. And you want to make sure that you're not falling far behind in these areas. And again, it's a pretty simple way of doing that. You go into Arena and hopefully you can find ones like this with just one weak little hero in it. You jump in, you clear it out, and you're done. And because these tomes are so important for one of the basic, simple, free power creep mechanics in the game, I generally do the fights manually instead of the non-stop combat, because I don't want to go up against an opponent I know I'm going to lose and end up cutting my rewards in half, for example, if I'm losing half the paddles. There is Advanced Arena, and in that one, I will sometimes do the non-stop combat if I just don't have the time to do it for the day. But those rewards are also pretty helpful because you can go to the Arena store and you can buy Miracle Rune crystals. And if you're not getting, like if you're cutting that in half over the course of several months, it could end up being, 10, 20, 30 Miracle crystals that you're not going to be collecting because of that. But it does take a little bit more time because you have to watch all three fights play out. So that is something for you to consider. The other reason that Classic Arena is so important, if you look down under your tier, you get these active bonuses: attack rate, defense rate, and HP rate. HP rate, 24% increase. That seems huge for so many heroes. That is a really big bonus. For example, Talise, she's in this team here, and one of the mythics, the second mythic general that you should grab, her skills scale off HP. So you're building a bunch of HP on her, and then you're getting a 24% bonus from Diamond 3. And then obviously the higher you go, the more bonuses you get. So those are a couple main reasons why I would not neglect Arena, especially as a new player. And you might say as a free-to-play player, you can't compete, but if you end up getting too high up, then what you should do is just wait a little bit, let your tickets accumulate, and then slowly your rank will decrease as others pass you, and then you can get some easier fights again. But another important thing you should be doing is in your defense team, if you're not trying to hold rank, I'm trying to stay on the higher end the last couple of days just to make sure I don't drop too far. But what you should do is you should just wipe out all your heroes and put in, someone weak and small. And that way you'll be an easy target. People can easily win against you, so they will prioritize battling against you, and then you will decrease your rank a lot quicker and keep you in the lower ranks so you can continue to go up against the weaker, it ended up saving, I didn't even click save, against the weaker opponents. And so that is something that you should consider doing as well, so that you can maintain a lower rank for easier arena fights, so that you can guarantee more of these rewards from Arena. And then if you do rank at a certain place in the Classic Arena, I believe it's it's Championship. If you rank a certain place, I don't remember where it is actually, but I think it was top 64 perhaps. Then you can enter the this what was it called, Championship, and you have a chance at getting some additional rewards from the Championship here. Final 64. So then just for making it here, you get some extra diamonds, you get an advanced skill scroll, some rune selections. But then if you end up making it from, advancing in the stages, the rewards go up. And if you're doing this every week, then, over the course of several months, that definitely adds up quite a bit. So in summary, do your arena fights every day. Try to pick the easy opponents when you see them. If you don't have any that you think you can win, just wait for the refresh and do the refresh. Make sure you're putting a weak team into your defense if you need to stay in the lower tiers to help you get those easy fights. And then in the last 1 to 2 days, push your rank as high as you can so you can get some better finishing rewards and potentially enter the championship. If you are able to take the time to play Advanced Arena, you're going to get a bunch more miracle runes from the rewards of doing that, which is what I would recommend spending the currency on, unless you're really in need of something else. And then there are a variety of other arena events that happen that you should participate in as much as you can. The fair arena is fairly straightforward, and you get some decent rewards throughout the wins, and then a gear piece box at the end as well. So I hope that this was helpful, gave you some food for thought. Let me know what your thoughts are, what your focus is, and I hope to see you in the next video.